Yo, we're back again. The Grounded Show, episode 149. I said 149 last week,
Damn.
and I was
I
terribly
saw
incorrect.
that. Yeah.
Terribly incorrect,
I
bro.
can't keep up.
Yeah, man. About to hit that 150, man. That's
Damn. I
nice.
remember we were going to hit 100. Like I said, I still remember that day. We are going to hit 100. Now we're halfway to 200.
Nah, facts. And
Getting there.
what's it called? We haven't been on since the event, bro. It went better than the last one. Had a bigger turnout. A lot of people said they're coming back, and new people are gonna come check it out. Quincy's gonna be in town. Shout out to Quincy. So I already know it's gonna be a vibe just based off of that.
Yeah, I mean, my sister showed up. Like all the people showing up. Like this R&B event that we're doing on Thursdays is growing into something that's going to be. It's going to be bigger than this. I feel like, and shout out to Feel Good Farms. Shout out to Clint. He's holding it down for us. He's letting us do our thing. He's trusting us, and we're gonna keep trying to grow this into something bigger for the Grounded. The Grounded platform, the Grounded show, the Grounded brand. So we're gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, man. For the next one, bro, I'm picking up a Polaroid camera, and I'm gonna bring some film, and I'm gonna just take pictures of people and give them the Polaroids, just
That's
to kind
funny.
of keep that little '90s vibe.
My homeboy's sister did that for his birthday party, and we have it on our fridge. Me and wifey had a picture taken of us of the Polaroid camera. We have it on our. That is dope, man. We got to bring back this old school vibe, especially if it's like a 2000s R&B kind of
Yeah,
vibe. You know?
and the right people's coming out, so that's perfect. You know what I mean? Like it's always the people that need to be there. So that's definitely been something that's dope. Speaking of events and such, we just came off of the roast of Kevin Hart, man. That's been like a big topic. I haven't caught the whole thing. I've
Yeah.
kind of caught clips on TikTok.
Mhm.
I seen Cat Williams part. I seen The Rock's part. I seen a lot of the bits that Shane Gillis did. Seen one other person I don't remember off the top of my head, but it definitely was one of those things where we were talking a little bit about it before we started the pod. But the thing with roast, man, is a very specific thing,
Mhm.
and a lot of times a roast is for the people that seek it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're not going into a roast knowing what the vibes are,
Mhm.
it's very easy to be offended. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's almost like the same idea of like if you're easily offended, don't go to a comedy club.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because it's that environment is for that kind of unfiltered vibe.
Content. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're trying to have this like very tame evening, or you're trying to not toe the line, like
Yeah.
you got to look for something
Yeah.
else. You know what I mean?
And yo, I'm gonna tell you this. In my other homies group chat, and probably in our group chat too, we never brought this subject up, but could we really do a roast?
That kind of goes
You know
hand
what I
in hand
mean?
with what
Like,
I was about to say now is like with the roast, as funny as the funny stuff is,
mhm,
they went off basically like they took a risk to tell that joke.
yeah.
Sometimes the risk don't pay off.
Mhm.
And for people to like you gotta know that people can understand that. And
Yeah.
it's one thing saying you understand it,
Mhm.
but it's another thing like hearing a joke like that about yourself
Mhm.
where you feel like it went too
Right.
far, bruh. You know what I
That's what
mean?
I tell my homies they could not handle the roast, but I couldn't handle the roast myself. Like if y'all really made some jokes about the real me, the side that only, the group chats know about, I don't know if I can handle that in public.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy to me.
I think the thing about a good roast and one of the reasons why it's left to professionals is because they can always stay inside like they can always stay inside a certain boundary so that at the end of the night everybody can still shake each other's hands.
Yeah.
If you do a roast with friends, bro, you
Yeah.
know you always
We will
got an
fight.
emotional friend
We will
that
fight.
he's gonna come up and be like, "Oh, so I got a big nose, right? That's why your wife cheated on you." Like they're gonna say insane stuff, dog. Like you know that they're
Yo.
not gonna be able to hold that back.
I'm telling you, like we talk about it all the time. Like every time a roast episode comes out, we're like, yo, you couldn't handle the roast. Like if we roasted you, bro, you everybody would be fighting in
No,
that
that's
room.
facts.
But I like they show the writer, I forgot her name. Um but they show the writer of some of Kevin Hart's jokes because everybody they get these jokes written for them.
Yeah,
So it's not all them. But she said like with the Lizzo thing and like where they talk about the Grammys and like Lizzo had 8 everything in front of her. Like they complimented her with all her Grammys that she won, but they also roasted her. So at
Yeah.
the same time, like you're finding a balance between showing love and roasting. And I think that is the main balance that they had to find between every single person that they had up on there.
Yeah.
Like with Pete Davidson's dad, like, yo, I don't know how he can keep
That
taking
yeah,
those.
same. It's like the way I feel about it is one of those things where like some of the jokes didn't land for me, but I wasn't like, oh man, he really said that. It's just like they just went away with it. That wasn't funny to me. People laughed at some of the stuff, like the Tony Hinchcliffe thing, bro. As many
Yeah.
people that was saying that he went too far was the same amount of people that loved it because they already know what type of time he's on.
And
Like,
even him, like his reaction, because they're everybody went in on him for being like what is it called?
yeah,
Yeah,
anti-Semite.
yeah. And then he's like, where's all this coming from? It's like off of one reaction, but he had to deal with it. That's what everybody had on him.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he had to deal with it because same thing when then he comes on and he brought that same fire that everybody brought to him. Like you can't be upset that you're coming with the same thing everybody came at you with.
Yeah. And dog, like, to be blunt, not for nothing, like, he's a white boy, so he's making jokes for white boys.
Yeah.
Like, y maybe you don't think it's funny because maybe that's not in the line of, like, the type of comedy that you into, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of comedians are different, bro. Yo, shout out to my boy Wilo, man. He always makes fun of me because he be like, that I don't like no white comedians, you know what I mean? He always tells me like, "Yo, you racist, dog," you know? And it's not even like I we were talking about Shane Gillis earlier. I think Shane Gillis is funny. I've checked out some of his stand up. It was he has some good bits for sure, you know what I mean? But it's like comedy comes from that place I feel like where like you relate to it, you know what I mean? And it's like a lot of that like college frat boy type humor is like I don't really that's not my vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And there was a thing about like they were like, oh, Kevin Hart should have had Drewski holding it. But I think with the line of comedy that Shane Gillis brings, it's good because he said it. He's like, yo, he's like, I'm gonna get these jokes off. Y'all might not like it, y'all might like it. I know,
And not
yeah.
for nothing, bro. The stuff that I've seen Drewski host, he's not a great host,
He's
bro.
yeah, he's not a great
As great as he
comedic.
is
Yeah.
online
Hmm.
and as great as his acting is in the
Yeah.
skits and stuff,
Yeah.
all that, bro, like he's funny, dog, but like
Oh yeah.
it's a difference between doing funny stuff on from
Hmm.
the phone and
Yeah.
being funny in front of people. There's a difference between capturing a whole room
Yeah.
versus like capturing a whole like theater
Mhm.
or 12,000 people in the audience and you got to keep them on track. Like
Yeah.
it's a different thing, bro. It's a different thing.
And I think Shane had that genuine ability to be like, bro, I'm being a comedic right now. I'm telling jokes. Y'all not gonna love all these jokes, but I'm gonna tell these jokes. And he he accepts the reaction of the crowd. He's like, damn,
Yeah.
y'all didn't like that one.
I think like the overall gist of it for me is like if you complain about it, you probably shouldn't have been watching a roast. Like next time another roast pops up, don't
Mhm.
even watch it. Just skip
Well,
it.
the Charlie Sheen one, the Justin Bieber one, what's
The
his name?
Donald Trump one,
The
you remember that
Donald
one back in the
Trump
day, bro?
one.
Yo, the Donald Trump roast was crazy
Yeah.
because I think it was maybe like 2014 or something.
Hmm.
And that was when he was, like, flirting with, running for
Yeah,
president,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they talked about it on
Hmm.
the roast, and, like, I remember watching that roast thinking like, "Haha,"
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yeah, right, Donald Trump is president, dog," and then who woulda
Yeah.
thunk it, dog, like, that was, like, almost that had to be at least 10 years ago, bro, and
But it's
fast
like
forward and
you
and
can't
you see
have a
what it is.
roast and have comedians come up there and just tell stupid ass jokes. Like you gotta go in.
Nah, facts. Bro,
If
shout
not,
out.
it's not a roast.
Rest in peace, dog. One of the roast goats, Greg Giraldo, bro.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Greg
Yeah,
Giraldo, dog. He
he
was the
was.
red. He was like the Tony Hinchcliffe,
Yeah,
like of the
before
roast in
him,
the
yeah.
2000s, bro.
Mhm,
Like Greg Giraldo
mhm,
got up to that mic, bro, and you knew he was not gonna give a fuck about nothing,
yep,
and he was about to incinerate everybody he talked
yep,
about, dog.
yep,
That was those were that was a good run of roast, bro. The
yep.
the Greg Giraldo roast, man, with
I still watch the best of him, the best of Nikki Glazer. I love her too. Watching her,
yep.
it's just like it's not a roast if you don't go in like that. So people got to understand that. And like, there was a huge surge of comments or like, oh, what Kevin Hart did was just everybody let him humiliate him, and it's like, bro, it's a roast, my dude.
No,
It's a
facts.
roast.
What do you think, we were talking about it a little bit, what do you think about people saying that he should not only like the Drewski thing, but that he should have had more like people of color involved because it was like a lot of like white comedians,
Okay,
white hosts,
great,
you know what I mean?
great topic. Who is in the running right now for that?
For being on it.
Mhm.
Well,
Who's
the
big? Who's big? What color comedics are big right now being in the running?
I think he had like the right ones as far as like Cat
No, no, no.
Williams.
Whoever wasn't on there, who's
Oh,
big
whoever
right now?
wasn't on
Yeah.
there. I don't know. I mean,
I mean, okay, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle. I feel like they're too big for that. I think they didn't want to deal with all the.
and who knows who
Yeah,
they even invited that declined it, you know?
exactly. But who else? Like, who's big right now in the game that is
And,
running the
and
game
even
right
and
now?
even to like bring that question like even more focused, who is for the Netflix crowd? Because it's a roast on
Yeah,
Netflix where the type of events that they do live on Netflix are like they want
yeah,
all of America tapped in.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? So it's like they're Kevin Hart, bro, from 10 years ago or whatever. He's mainstream, bro.
yeah.
He's
Oh
he's
yeah, he's
He's
past
never
that. Yeah,
been like yo, I'm like a hood comedian
hmm
or like I'm like black and brown crowds.
nah,
You know what
he's
I mean?
not,
Like
bro.
he ain't been that
He
for a long
surpassed that.
time, bro.
Right? That's why they keep talking shit about Ride Along 3 and all the Jumanji and all that stuff because he's surpassed that crowd. That the panel that he had there is the panel that he's acquired up to this point in his career.
Yeah, the people that they are deemed important are the ones that's gonna be in the Kevin Hart
Yeah.
roast. They're not gonna get regular people or
Mhm.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get
Yeah. And
everybody.
I remember like we talked about like Ralph Barboza, like he's great, but he's not at that level of that panel that was there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't have a problem with like because they were saying like a lot of the writers were white and
Yeah.
like I said, a lot of the participants were white and stuff. But to me, I never look at Kevin Hart like that. So it's like it just seemed like that's what it was gonna be anyway. I mean, The Rock was one of the main guys there where it's like The Rock is not gonna be at some like BET roast or something. You know what I mean? Like The Rock is always The Rock has always leaned into the Samoan thing more than anything. You know what I mean? And it's also what he grew up with. So, I'm not
He don't
saying
rep
it
his dad as much as he reps the Samoan side of him,
exactly. He
bro.
was he was around his mom, and his
Yeah.
mom is Samoan. You know what I mean? So it's like even the fact that The Rock is like one of the featured guys there, you already know it's not like a comedian thing or whatever or that kind of thing. It's like this is a spectacle, bro. You know what I mean? Like started with Tom Brady.
Mhm.
I think all of the rest of them are
I think
going
that
to
set
be
the tone.
produced by Tom Brady.
That set the tone right there.
Yeah, it's like a mainstream kind of thing, bro. It's not like a hip hop
Yeah.
culture or,
So
or
the
whatever.
and like I said, I might get some hate for this. It's not the BET Awards, it was the Grammys of comedy.
No, not facts. And even
That's
like
it. Do you know there's a difference between those 2?
even Charlemagne be talking about how like a lot of these artists don't even show up to the
Yeah.
BET Awards and stuff like that.
And it's
Like
like, no hate,
as
I'm not judging, but that is what you get as a performance difference between the BET Awards and the Grammys.
yep.
I'm not saying who should be there or anything like that. That's not my call, but that's what you get.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I said, bro, like there's the more focused crowds, and then there's the everything crowd. They're trying to get the everything crowd, bro. They're not. And Kevin Hart has been. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's so funny to me
I
that
know.
people were
Yeah.
talking about that with him. It's like, yo, he's never been that
Yeah,
guy,
he's not.
bro. He's never ever been
After
that guy.
after Soul Plane and after he did Think Like a Man, he pushed all that aside, and now he's way past that.
Yeah, he wanted to
He's
be
not.
Hollywood, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not even saying that in a bad
No, it's not.
connotation. It's just
It's just the truth.
that's where he wanted to be.
It's
He
the
wanted to
truth.
be the Hollywood guy.
Yeah.
Same with The Rock. The Rock wants to be the Hollywood guy.
Mhm.
And then that's kind of like the persona he brought to the roast.
Yep.
And to me, it was like, if he would have just been more like just straight wrestling Rock, like just the Rock that we used to see on Raw back in
Yeah.
2000, bro, I thought that would have been super funny, but like
Nah,
I don't know, bro. In wrestling and in just regular like Hollywood stuff, bro, he just be doing too much for
yeah,
me lately, bro.
yeah.
Like he's doing too
I
much.
wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling The Rock's performance, but hey, like I said, it's not a shocker. Like we get it. That's the level of Hollywood they're on
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
and that's what they got to
That's his
do.
same thing with Kevin is the same thing with The
Yeah,
Rock, bro. Like that's The Rock's brand
yeah.
now.
That's the
He's
level of Hollywood
a
they're on, bro.
huge Hollywood
Hmm.
star, and that's
And they
like
got to keep it at that level.
exactly, exactly. But yeah, man, like I said, bro, like whoever thought they was gonna watch something Kevin Hart and Tom Brady produced and think that it was
It
gonna
wasn't
have
the Kings of
culture in it,
Comedy or
it wasn't
Late Night
gonna
at the Apollo. It wasn't none of that.
nah, facts.
Yeah,
And that's why people didn't find it funny like they
yeah,
thought they would because it wasn't for us, bro. It just
yeah.
that's how it
I mean,
is.
I still found it funny. I laughed.
No, no, I'm saying in
Oh yeah, yeah,
general,
yeah,
most
yeah.
people were like
Yeah,
the
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 masses.
the jokes fall flat, and I get it, bro, because I feel it as well. Like I said, bro. Sometimes I'll be watching white comedians and just none of it lands for me
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it don't hit for me.
yeah,
I don't know what they're talking about. So like the context behind the jokes and everything is like it's not in me. So it's like
yeah,
I'm not catching the little things. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's you know has gone through that or going through that, they feel it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you're not gonna feel that the same way as you're gonna feel something that you're more comfortable with, you know? And that's something me and AJ was talking about earlier too. Like you don't even always gotta like limit yourself to like the crowd that you're used to.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
bro.
You can
Yeah.
always like move yourself around
Mhm.
and see what feels good or whatever, and you don't gotta feel bad about like maybe this ain't my crowd.
Yeah,
You know, it's not like as long as you being true to yourself, no matter what, you're not
yeah.
turning your back on nothing.
No,
Which is like how I feel about Kevin Hart. I've never like the whole Cat Williams thing. I'm a huge Cat Williams fan.
yeah,
I got Cat in my top 3, and to me, Cat Williams is way more funny than Kevin Hart. Like,
yeah,
it's not even to me, it's not even a comparison, bro. Like, Cat Williams is hilarious to me. Kevin Hart is mid at best when it
yeah,
comes to straight comedy.
yeah,
But I don't get the whole thing with Cat Williams always on Kevin for doing like, bro, he's doing
yeah,
what he wants to do, and that's the thing he values and he's chasing. If
mhm,
that's not the thing that you care about, why do you
mhm.
care that he's doing it? You know what I
Bro,
mean? Who
he's building his
cares?
brand. He's trying to be a billionaire. Like, and you're hating on him for doing that.
Yeah, like, and if you don't rock with it or you feel
Yeah,
like he did X, Y, and Z,
you don't
like,
have to do it.
exactly, and they don't got nothing to do with you, bro. Literally got nothing to do with you. So that's definitely one of the things like that I find like corny about Cat Williams, like, as
Yeah,
a person, like, you know, I understand that, like, talking about other people nowadays is, like, the thing that,
yeah,
moves the algorithm and stuff,
it does.
but, it's like, you're to me, it's like, you so talented, bro, like, I don't even need to hear that from you. You could just talk about current events and
Yeah,
stuff,
just come out with a comedy special.
yeah, I mean,
I
he
mean, he
did,
did.
bro,
Yeah, he did.
and it
It
was
was good. It wasn't bad at all. I enjoyed that too.
yeah, it's
But
like
like the whole Riyadh and everybody doing stuff in Saudi, like those jokes just became repetitive, and it's like, bro, people trying to make some money, man.
yeah, exactly, it's like
Like,
the whole, like I don't know, man. It's everybody takes the opportunities they take, and they always justify them in their mind that they're good. The people that you're saying are taking opportunities that are wrong or whatever, in their mind, it's not
yeah,
wrong. So it's like they're on a like I said, bro. If somebody's on a different wave than you doing
yeah,
different stuff, like they're over there, they're literally over there.
mhm,
You do you over here. If they're going over there to do something, that means they're not here doing this.
yeah.
So you already know
A
what you
lot
could
of,
do.
and that's why I feel a lot of the hate is like, hey, I didn't get that opportunity, so I'm gonna hate on the person that did.
But even, like, some of the people that are speaking out or, like, hating on it were offered that opportunity. So it's like, if
Yeah,
you were offered it and you didn't wanna do it,
yeah,
why are you so vocal about like, you
yeah.
know what
The
I mean?
person that did, yeah,
And it's the funny thing too where it's like, they're putting a face to the person
hmm,
that's writing the checks.
yeah,
So that's why all of a sudden it's
yeah,
quote
yeah.
unquote bad.
Mhm.
But you'll take a faceless check. No, like
Oh, easily, yeah,
a faceless check,
yeah,
you take it, you don't even care, you don't
yeah.
question it, you're not asking, "Yo, who's signing this check?"
Hmm.
If you don't know who's signing the check, you don't
You'll take
care.
it, yeah.
But once you know or you think you know who's signing the check
Hmm.
and you think it's somebody different, you're like, "Oh, no,
Yeah.
no." But it's like,
Then you're ready to protest.
yeah,
I will
bro.
upload any check to my mobile app. real quick. Don't even play me.
And when you get into that territory of like judging everybody and holding them up to like the standard of like, are they as good as you, or like, are they on your level of
Yeah.
justness? You know, bro, you're gonna drive yourself crazy,
Yeah.
dog.
You can't set standards for people who have nothing to do with your life.
Exactly, and who literally don't
Mhm.
care about your
At
standards.
all.
Like, if somebody's living their own life,
Mhm.
they don't care. They don't
Yeah.
care about you. They don't think about you.
Mhm.
You don't roam around in their mind. So like, why are you letting them
Yeah.
roam around in yours? You know,
Yeah. That's a good life lesson. You're a
not fact.
wise man.
I be hitting it.
The Ronnie meme that he didn't like.
Yeah, that's funny though. That's a funny side note. But like, I typed "wise" in the GIF
Mhm.
search on Apple, and the first thing that came up was like a racist looking Asian dude stroking his beard like this. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and my boy that I sent it to, he's Vietnamese, and he's
Mhm.
like, damn, bro.
It's a little
That's
racist.
racist low key. I'm like, honestly, dog, I literally just put wise. I didn't put anything else, and it was the first thing that
No
popped
one
up.
told him to be Asian.
Yeah, exactly.
The GIF
Yeah, exactly. Or Ronnie.
or Ronnie. Yo, shout out to Ronnie, man. We got to get him on here when he moves
Yeah,
down, man.
he'll be a funny person to get on here,
Yeah.
dog. Cause like he he be on like the the he'll be on like a good path with the stuff he's saying, and then he be on fire, and then he'll just throw in like 7 dad jokes in a row, and
I
just
want to
like
hear his.
destroy all his momentum.
Ready to hear that laugh on here.
But yeah, man, we can kind of start winding down with the Drake talk, man. The album about to drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people hear this, the album will have already dropped. So keep in mind that we haven't heard it yet. You know what I mean? This is gonna drop during the day tomorrow.
I'm gonna play this for 3 months in a row.
Yo, Joe's ready, dog. Yeah,
Iceman Tiffany Bluestones. I done made plenty rights out of 2 wrongs.
Joe is ready, dog.
I've been ready, bro.
He. I don't know. I don't know if I've met like a bigger Drake fan, dog. And I don't say that with happiness at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurts my heart to say that, honestly. I would say is Joe's biggest flaw. You know what I mean? Just the Drake fandom.
But we're still 150 episodes deep, even though I'm a Drake fan. Just know that.
But like always, I am gonna listen to it because I don't care who it is, bro. I'm not depriving myself of good music if it's good music. So I always give it a chance. You know what I mean? Anything
But
that
like you
drops.
always said, you prefer the R&B Drake
Yeah,
over the rapping Drake, and I
that's
think
my wish for the album.
I know.
Before,
I think
like,
it's gonna be the rapping Drake over
I'm
anything.
hoping that there's a lot of singing bangers on it because the summer's right here. So Drake is a strategic guy. I could see him doing an album
Club
called
songs. Yeah.
Iceman, but it's for the summer. Kind of like a little play on the words and such.
Mhm.
I could see that. And if
That's what he said. He's gonna freeze the summer up.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I definitely could, I definitely could get down with the singing stuff because honestly, Nevermind is my favorite Drake album, like front to back, because he's just singing and it's all like dance music, and I like that vibe from him. I think he did a good job with it.
Yeah.
If
I
you look
enjoy that album.
if you look at my library, bro, the Drake songs I like are "Hold On, I'm Going Home,"
Banger.
Briar's Interlude,
Banger.
"Sooner Than Later,"
Banger.
"Find Your Love."
Dang, you
You know what
love
I mean?
this guy. Just stop lying.
I love all
man.
the bro, all the singing stuff. I love it, bro. If Drake was just singing, bro,
Yeah.
he would be up there for me, bro. But he don't have.
What does his rapping? What takes away from his rapping?
You
Tell
know
me
what?
that.
You know what?
Tell
What
me.
it is with his
Tell me.
rapping, bro. Since you got up,
Mhm.
I'm gonna actually get up and demonstrate,
Let's
bro.
go. Let's
So
go.
check this out. So Drake to me, right? This is how he sounds like when he raps, right? It sounds like to me when Drake is rapping, he's in a dark alley, right? Like leaning back like this, right? And he's flicking a coin in his hand. He's in a dark alley, flicking a coin in his hand. And then, like, when you approach him, he's like in a play. And, like, in the play, you approach him and then he starts rapping. Like, that's how he sounds like to me rapping. Like, he's like in the dark corner, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I care about is money in the city where I'm from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the style of it is so, like, theatrical, you know what I mean? And it's just funny to me, man. It's funny the way he raps, like, the way he puts his punchlines together is funny to me. Like,
Yeah.
I just can't take it serious, dog.
He's like,
I
"Look at
just
me, I'm
cannot take
rapping."
it serious, bro. Every time I hear it, I'm like,
But is it good though? Are they good bars?
they're not, cause like to me, it's like you're just like it's kind of like the thing that I had with J. Cole during the period when J. Cole was trying to be popular. Like, you're rapping about rapping. I don't care about that, bro. You could be the biggest hip hop head. I don't care, bro. If you're just rapping about rap, that's why I don't like Eminem, bro. Like a lot of his stuff is like him just being like clever with the bars and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear rap about rap.
Yeah.
I want the rap to have some kind of story behind it. And you're doing a cool way of making me not hear the story.
You know what it
Like,
is?
hold on real quick, but just to wrap it up. Andre 3000, bro.
Mhm.
His lyrics, bro, when you read them and when you really paying attention, like, dog, he's really telling a tale, bro.
Mhm.
But you're vibing. Sometimes you forget that this guy's rapping his ass off. That's the type of stuff I like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need this you know, scorned boyfriend rap. You know what I mean? Like Drake makes music to me like for people that like are going through a breakup and they at the gym getting brolic. You know what I mean? Like they're listening to Drake like, "Oh, I'll show her."
He's pissed.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rebecca's gonna feel me this summer, you know, like.
You know what my last comment is? You're too much of a Nas fan. I'll leave it there.
Well, I'm too much of a Nas fan because that's my bag, you know what I'm saying? Like I
But
like
that's the rap. That's the rap.
and that's what I came up on, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first heard Nas, it's like, damn, this dude is saying something, dog, you know? And it's funny because I like Nas, but then at the same time, I really like my top artists be like Michael Jackson, Nas, Gunna,
Yeah.
Ty Dolla Sign,
Yeah.
Future sometimes. Like I like these obscure like people that you would say, dang, you like lyrics, but you listen to them. But then
Yeah.
at the same time, for me, I don't categorize them as rappers.
Yeah.
I just categorize them as artists, like it's vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And to side with you, I will say Drake doesn't spit his hottest shit unless he's talking about women or another rapper or some shit that he had, a person that he had. Other than that, he doesn't rap about anything.
Yeah, and it's like when you're getting in that mode where you want me to just listen for the bars, I'm gonna listen for the bars. And when I don't know, I don't feel it, bro. Like when he raps, I just don't feel it. But when he sings or when he does the singy type rap and he's doing like the relationship type stuff, I feel that, bro. I always say, if Drake just did that kind of music, or if he did more of it, because he doesn't have, to me, he don't have enough singing stuff. He has a great voice, and
Because
people
he wants
always
to be a rapper.
exactly. That's the
Mhm.
thing, bruh.
Mhm.
He's the theater kid
Yeah.
that wants to be the street guy, dog. And it's like you're not the street guy.
I do not lie about that.
That's
at
probably
all.
Heather Holland, bruh.
That's Republican Theander.
Everybody got the Heather Holland. I found out from you. Everybody got the
Oh,
Heather
yeah.
Holland calls, bro, about the.
Heather from underwriting.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just cleared your $30,000 quote.
But yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, bro, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I hope it's dope. I always hope it's dope, bro. I don't classify myself as a Drake hater because, like I said, I got Drake stuff in my library, bro. I wish he would make more stuff that I like. It's just we can wrap up with the this that leaked. You know what I mean? Well, the 1 a.m.
Yeah.
song,
1 a.m. in Albany.
1 a.m. in Albany, like where he got like the little bars to like LeBron to Kendrick, Joe Budden,
Cole.
J. Cole, Dr. Dre, even.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Everybody.
And it's like, man, I don't know if that's the route you want to take, dog. I don't know.
Hey, but we'll be back next week.
Yeah,
and we will talk
when it
about
drops. We definitely gonna get
We
into
will
it because
talk about
I have a feeling it's gonna be topic worthy. But yeah, man, you already know.
Stay
But
butts.